So, how many job applications do you actually have to make every day? Some people think it's one, some people think it's 10, others think in extremes like 50. Look, the reality of the situation is competition has become so fierce that volume is a non negotiable. You need to make a lot of job applications because if you're making one or two applications and a job generates 200 applications in a day, you kind of need to do more. So, one or two is not going to cut it. 10 might also be overkill. I speak to a lot of people that make 10 applications a day. They do it for 3 months. They have nothing to show for it. So maybe it's not just a number. Also, on the flip side, I literally just got off the phone with another job seeker who reached out to me because of the last video and said, Milo, I make 100 applications and I haven't had a single interview. Then I asked how long it took. They said 1 year. And I was shocked because they thought that 1 year to make 100 applications was enough. That's roughly 8 applications a month, which totals roughly around 100 in a year. And they had nothing to show for it. They were doing a part time job, making sure they survived, had enough time to spend on their job search. 1 year passes, 1 year older, 1 year with no role, 1 year of sacrificed salary from the role you should be getting, all because you don't have a strategy or a plan of how much to apply, when to apply, where to apply, and what do you need to follow as a strategy to make it happen. So what is the real number? Just a quick interruption. I know you're watching the video. I'll be very quick. This video is sponsored by How to Job Plus, which is our platform to help you get a job as soon as possible. Now, if you need some help, this is going to be the place for you. So, all-in-one job hunting platform with unlimited coaching. You can work with me and my team. There's a nice little video here to watch that we've designed, so it shows you a little bit more about how we can help. Fast track your career with How to Job Plus. Think of Netflix, but for job search, plus a coach, plus a team, plus a guarantee. This is revolutionary stuff. Now, Vaibhav, one of my good friends, used to be a client of mine. We've become very good friends. I helped Vaibhav get into London Stock Exchange Group, 55K salary. We did that in 5 weeks using this program. What do you get? Job search power pack. Think of research, which companies, what roles, what people, how to present yourself, things you didn't know. Platform access, one-on-one coaching with me, scheduled live streams, 8 methodologies. These methodologies work like a charm, proven workflow so you can follow what people have done to generate roles, accountability and research team, evolving catalog, and there's a community of people who have done this. Look at Morgan. He got a 1,019% increase in engagement. 5 offers, 5 weeks. Literally 6 months of just applying, nothing happening. Joined the program, worked with me, 5 offers in 5 weeks. From teacher to wealth manager. Not possible with applications. So, can this work for me? Let's find out. Are you an international job seeker, graduate? You can use this. Are you a local graduate? You can use this. Are you a job switcher? You can use this. I can work with you and I can help you. Provided you're not looking for like a brain surgeon position or an astronaut, probably can't help you, but I'm assuming you're not. Have a look at our successful students who have used How to Job Plus to ensure their dream job. There is endless people, and there's more than we can actually show. Explore success stories. You can see some of the other students that we work with. Vaibhav's there, quite a few others as well. Katrina got into Accenture 6 weeks after applying for nothing, for like 6 months with nothing at all. So in 5-6 weeks, we were able to do that. Let's look at some of the key points. Average role duration until role secured, 8 weeks. Number of offers secured, 2. Average salary achieved, 17% higher. Speed to success, 35% faster. Number of students so far, 4,400 plus. It's closer to 5,000 now. These are some other people I've worked with. Do not spend money with a career coach. They'll charge you £5,000 to £10,000. This is a fraction of that. If you want to do this, if you're interested, you can't buy it. You have to apply. Okay. Once you click on the apply button, what's going to happen is there's a form to fill in. Once you start the form, it's going to ask you some questions like, okay, what's your current situation? You fill this in, goes to our team. We assess if we're the right fit, you're the right fit for us. This is the only way this works. We offer guarantees with the service. Anyway, back to the video. In my opinion, I think it's 5. I think 5 applications per day is a good number. If you can manage to make 5 high quality applications in a day, every day, for a month, you have made 150 applications. 150 applications should not be spam applications, hoping for the best applications, apply and pray. None of that. We're going to use a strategy. We're going to focus on how we can make these applications better. And do you just apply? There's going to be quite a few different things you can do. So let's figure out what they are. Okay, so what do I mean by high quality applications? High quality applications are something to do with what I like to call an ideal employer profile. There's another video I've done on this, so definitely check that out after this one. But an ideal employer profile is a profile of an employer that you like, whether that's an industry, a company size, a service, a product, a company culture, a vibe, some type of company you feel is replicatable. So if you look at Microsoft, Microsoft has competitors, probably not in the same caliber, sometimes smaller, but you can target a list of companies like that. Equally, if you like AI startups in a specific field, they're working with a particular type of product. Let's say it's voice. You have 11 labs, then you have 70 other companies in a similar way. You just target those companies. You apply, you make 5 applications per day, you keep it consistent. If one of these company calls you, you can say everything about voice in AI, why you want to work in a startup. You have a better chance because you know what you're looking for. So targeted high quality applications. Now, do you just stop there? No, you don't. You then want to follow up. If you make an application, the target number usually as a stat is 1 to 3% success. So you made 150 applications, you're probably going to have 2 to 3 interviews, give or take, with just those applications. Those odds seem pretty bad to me. Okay, I probably want something a little bit better. What if I were able to follow up with people in those companies? There's a link in the description of a tool that we've created called Hello HR. Allows you to literally connect to HR people, sending them an email, finding their email, having a template that's created specifically for you depending on what you want. But I digress. If you follow up with HR people and you made the application and you send them a message, don't say, hey, I've applied. When's the interview? That doesn't work. Send them a message saying, hey, I've made the application, but I would love to know more about the company culture. Do you have 5 minutes to discuss? Get a meeting from these people. If they say, hey, you've made an application, we're going to go through your profile, we'll let you know if you're successful, at least you've got their attention, right? That's a pretty bad case scenario, which is a good one. Best case scenario, they give you 5 minutes of their time, all because you followed up. Now, yes, it takes time to follow up to 150 applications, sure, but it sounds a lot better than 1 to 3%. It could actually jump to 10%, 15%, 20%. So think about that. 150 applications, 5 a day. Per month, you've got 150 applications. Let's say you get 20% conversion. That's 30 potential interviews. It's crazy. All because you kind of spend a little bit more time following up. Okay, that's one thing. Now, rejections. Can you turn rejections into meetings? Yes. And all of you watching this video, I know you have a lot of rejection emails. If you make 150 applications, you're probably looking at about 30 rejections. Just some companies are going to ghost you. Sure, I get that. But 30 will probably auto reply or genuinely push you back and reject you and say, hey, it's not you, it's someone else. We went with them for whatever reason. Whether that's true or not, that's another video for another day. But for this video, going into that rejection and sending a message like, hey, thank you so much for responding to me. Thank you for taking the time to get back to me. Thank you for letting me know. Now, while I still have your attention, I would love to know, is there another opportunity you think my profile would be a better fit? Because your company in the AI voice space, as an example, is something that I've been following for quite a while. You want to back up why you're actually sending that email message. Then if they give you 5 minutes or they redirect you to another role, that's 30 rejection emails. Let's say you turn one of them into an opportunity. You've salvaged one in the field that you're interested in. So think about that. That actually works really well, right? Okay, so you made 150 applications in a month. These are targeted. You feel better about yourself. You might get a screening call. You feel like you know what you're looking for. This sounds a lot better than making 300 mass applications or 5, or in the case of the other job seeker, 8 in that month and hoping for the best. So 150 high quality applications will put you in a better standing. Will it be enough? Not always. You could get an interview, but doing more is much better. So following up for sure. Handling the rejections like a champion. Respond. Thank them. And why do you want to thank them when they reject you? Because it shows that you can handle rejection. It shows that in adversity, you handle it head on. How do you think they're going to think of you when you actually send them a thank you email in a rejection? They're going to probably think of you in a better light, right? So use that to your advantage. Now, what's another thing you can do? You can start networking. And I'm all about networking. So networking works. Connect to 20 people a day. Connect to people who have decision-making ability. Because if you connect to people and they know you and they see you've applied, you see where I'm going with this? They can shortlist you. They can refer you internally. They can tell the HR person, hey, Margaret, he's applied, she's applied. They sent me a really good message. Get them in. They've asked a really cool question. You know, the more you do, the more you stick out, the more of a chance you have to get multiple opportunities. If you found this video helpful, I'll see you on the next one. By the way, I'm going to ask again, like and subscribe, because it costs you nothing. It means the world to me, and it generates more videos like this. Only if you found it helpful. I'll see you in the next one.